Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put Crazy Card Chics card kits to go maze packet together. So the card looks like this. There's the instructions, but we don't need them. I'll show you what to do. This is what the finished card looks like. So let me show you what all the pieces and parts. Well, before I show the pieces and parts, let me show you what I'm going to use. I am going to use a silicone mat. Now, you might just use a piece of scratch paper or wax paper, but I'm going to use my silicone mat. I'm going to use the tape runner. I'm going to use liquid glue, and you'll probably need a pair of paper snips too. So that's the 3 tools or 4 tools I'm going to use. Here's in your packet. You'll have, let's get rid of the envelope. I don't think there's anything left in there. No, there's not. So you have your brown card base. Then you have a piece of basic white. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just put this blank in my card. If you wanted to stamp on here, I suggest you do it before you put it in your card. But I'm going to just take this basic white here and just slip it inside my card. I'll probably stamp on mine later, depending on what kind of card I'm sending out or who I'm sending it to. Then I'm going to take my designer series paper. Now, I had to use several different packs of designer series paper, so yours might look a little bit different than mine, but I thought all the pattern I used looked really cute. So there, I'm going to just take my designer series paper and lay that right on the front of my card, and there we have a nice card base already. Now let's take these other pieces. I'm going to put my tree together first. So I'm going to take the tree trunk and the tree top. Here again, everybody got a different tree top because I used designer series paper. But I'm going to take that and sit on my silicone mat just so I don't get any glue on my work surface. This is where your scratch paper, your wax paper, whatever would come in handy. And I'm going to just daub. Well, what the heck? There we go. I'm going to just daub. There. Now there we go. A little bit of glue here on the back in these large spots. Just a little bit of that liquid glue goes a long way. Okay, then I'm going to pick up my tree topper here, set my tree trunk down, and then lay this. And I'm going to kind of look at the top here and line my tree up with the top, not necessarily the bottom like that. But now we have our tree, and you can see this is why I said you need a piece of scratch paper under there, because some of the glue didn't hit the tree trunk, it only hit the tree top. So that, just so you know. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make sure that I have this cool frame right here handy. Let me move all this stuff and my card base, because I'm going to take and add a little glue to the back of my tree here. And this is a layer under a layer, so you really don't have to worry about getting it. Wait, look, I have a little kink in my tree. There he goes. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it about here on my card, only touching the base, so in case I need to move it. And then I'm going to hold my frame and see if that looks pretty good. I think he needs to go this way just a hair, so I'm going to lay him right there. And then I'm going to lay him down, hold him down there, let that glue dry a second. And then I don't want this part right here to be out of my frame, so I'm going to just snip that little piece off right there. Okay, let's check it one more time, make sure that, yep, see, now my tree is going to be in my frame. Okay, so let's add our fence to our frame. So I'm going to take a clean part here, my silicone mat, and I'm just going to add a little bit of tape runner to the corners or the sides down here. See, I just put it down here along the bottom. And then I'm going to lay my fence on here. And then I'm going to line up the bottom of my fence to make sure it's straight along my frame like that. Now, we don't care what the back looks like. All we care about is it looks straight here in the front. And then I'm going to just take my paper snips and trim that fence down to match my frame. And then I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the back of that. I'm going to put a little bit here on the top of my fence, and it's a very little, I don't want it to gush out on the sides. And some liquid along all 4 sides of my frame here. that. And then I'm going to set this on the front of my card, trying to get it straight and centered. Oop, and then it all moved. Now I have liquid glue everywhere. I'll show you what not to do so that you can have no trouble putting your card together. But there we go. Now I have my frame down. Then I'm going to just take a little bit of glue here, somewhere up here in the tree, and then maybe right here on my fence. And you have two little birds. They each face opposite ways. I'm going to put this little bird here and this little bird up here. Like that. So far so good, right? I think it's a really cute card. Now I did throw an extra white circle in there in case you want to stamp your own, but I'm happy with the little hello. I'm going to just take that right there and glue it onto this little scallop circle, slide it into place. There we go, a little bit of glue on the back. And I'm going to lay that right here on my fence. So there you go. So there's my card for this month. I hope you like it. Thanks for being a part of Crazy Card Chics Kits to Go. I hope I see you back here next month. See you later. Bye-bye.